All right, Jen is down in Washington, D.C. right now with our Congressman Brendan Boyle. Jen.
Good morning to you guys, and good morning to you, Congressman.
Good morning.
So it's such an awful situation that we have to talk about this. You, in a couple of minutes, are going to walk into the Capitol office spaces and talk to your colleagues. What are you guys going to do? I know you've already had a sit-in. What can be done?
Well, for someone who wants to see stronger gun laws, who believes that we need to restrict and ban these AR-15s, which have been used in almost all of these mass shootings, as someone who believes that we should have universal background checks, it's been enormously frustrating that we're not allowed through the current congressional leadership to just have a vote on these measures, because we believe that we would have the votes to pass it. The problem is right now the House Speaker and the congressional leadership continues to block the legislation from even having a vote. That's why I participated in the sit-in, which was actually an act of civil disobedience because it was illegal. But when I participated in the sit-in over a year ago, after yet another mass shooting, that's what that was about, to say, let us have a vote on universal background checks and the assault weapon, the AR-15. So the idea that this is somehow normal, the idea that other countries have to suffer with this, is simply false. This is unfortunately, and I say this as a proud American, but this is a uniquely American problem. And if we don't act finally, and by we I mean Congress, we're going to be right back here again, having the same conversation after yet another mass shooting in a school.
So I know you talk about this, and it's certainly political, right? Because both sides want it their way, and both sides are kind of digging in.
Well, I mean, let's be careful and not do the false equivalency.
Okay.
There's one side that believes that we medically need change in our gun laws in order to prevent this, and there's another side that's blocking it. I think those are two different things. And what you referenced is a piece of legislation that I'm a supporter of called No Fly, No Buy. So if you're on the no-fly watch list, you should not be able to go into a gun store and buy a gun within 5-10 minutes. In terms of our universal background checks, the reason why that's important is we have a background check system, but only right now about 50% of gun sales go through that background check system. There's so many loopholes in it. The whole other 50% of guns that are bought and sold in the United States completely evade the background check system. So those are the holes that we need to fix.
Yeah.
And if we don't do it now, we are going to continue to be stuck in this awful loop of mass shooting after mass shooting.